The U.S. Air Force has flown its B1B Lancer bombers, escorted by F-15 jet fighters, off North Korea's coast farthest north of the demilitarized zone, in what the Pentagon describes as a show of U.S. resolve, while Pyongyang's top diplomat insists at the UN that targeting U.S. mainland with missiles is inevitable. This mission is a demonstration of U.S. resolve and a clear message that the president has many military options to defeat any threat, Pentagon spokeswoman Dana White said on Saturday. We are prepared to use the full range of military capabilities to defend the U.S. homeland and our allies. She was further quoted by Reuters as saying, "This is the farthest north of the demilitarized zone DMZ. Any U.S. fighter or bomber aircraft have flown off North Korea's coast in the 21st century, underscoring the seriousness with which we take North Korea's reckless behavior." According to the report, the warplanes took off from Okinawa, Japan, and flew over the waters east of the Korean peninsula. The provocative flight on Saturday by the American warplanes was disclosed just hours before North Korea's Foreign Minister Ri Yong-ho was to address the United Nations Annual General Assembly meeting, during which he referred to U.S. President Donald Trump as a mentally deranged person full of megalomania and complacency, and accused him of trying to turn the world body into a gangster's nest. A U.S. B1B Lancer bomber photoed by Reuters calling Trump President evil. Ri further went on to vow that Pyongyang was prepared to defend itself if the U.S. showed any sign of conducting a decapitating operation on our headquarters or military attack against our country. Now we are finally only a few steps away from the final gate of completion of the state nuclear force, North Korea's top diplomat also told the annual gathering of world leaders. Ri's speech capped a week of growing tensions between Washington and Pyongyang, with U.S. President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un exchanging insults. Trump called Kim a madman on Friday, a day after Kim referred to him as mentally deranged U.S. dotard. Ri then insisted that Trump himself was on a suicide mission after the U.S. president had alleged that Kim was on such a mission, further underlining that USAID sanctions would have any effect on Pyongyang's resolve to develop its nuclear program, with the ultimate goal stated as balance of power with the U.S. Trump announced the new U.S. sanctions on Thursday, pointing out that they allow targeting of companies and institutions that finance and facilitate trade with North Korea. Earlier this month, the UN Security Council unanimously adopted its ninth round of sanctions on Pyongyang to counter its nuclear and ballistic missile programs. The flight of U.S. warplanes off the North Korean coast followed a 3.4 earthquake registered in the country on Saturday, which prompted fears of a new nuclear test. The seismic event, however, turned out to be a natural occurrence and unlikely man-made, according to geology and nuclear weaponry experts.